Alrighty, welcome to 3-on-3 team draft here. Vintage Cube, as always, myself, Falcon Eye, and the head chef, Sam Rolfe, battling against Quiniak, Max Smith, and Charles Wong. So, we've got a good squad. And you might think, doesn't he always say they've got a good squad? It's because they're always a good squad. I really like the crews I draft with. Couldn't ask for a better group of Magic players. And I'm going to enjoy this draft, especially since I am probably going to first pick Undermountain Adventure. It's a strong card. It really is. And I like Lutri and Teferi and Grist. These are all like solid. But Undermountain Adventure, I think, is a good pick one, pack one. It's really good at drafting when you draft an assertive green deck. It's also pretty splashable, though it's not the kind of card I exactly love to splash. But either way, it's not the most committal card, and I think it is the most powerful. Oh. Looks like Charles opened a 2 power. Well, I'll take a Mox Ruby. I'm not complaining. Passing Quiniak and Entomb. And Quiniak frequently drafts aggressive red decks, so might be looking at like Bone Crusher. Maybe we'll take Entomb. It's not like Quiniak won't draft Reanimator, but like is less likely to draft like Combo or Control. All right. We'll easily take Mox Ruby. And let's see. Bone Crusher, Entomb, Wasteland, Sylvan. Probably like top are all getting taken. Maybe Brain Freeze if someone already has seen Breach, something like that. But this is a solid place to be here. And here, there's Lion's Eye to go with that Breach. There's also a counterspell, but I think I'm just going to take Polluted Delta. Polluted Delta when I've got a red Mox, an Undermountain Adventure. Like this card's very wide open and could be useful even if, I guess I have a red and a green and now this is a blue and a black. But that's fine. I'll take Delta. I think counterspell, Lion's Eye Diamond, Jetmir's Garden, maybe Prismatic Ending and Burst Lightning will get taken. Maybe Huatli comes back. Rafine or Arwen, I don't know. But I'm going to take Polluted Delta here. And now I kind of have to decide, do I want to take Elves of Deep Shadow to try to ramp into Undermountain Adventure? Do I want to take a blue-green Surveil land? I think blue-green Surveil is going to be better than blue-white. Though blue-white land could set up and wheeling No More Lies. I don't think that's going to wheel. Red-green land is good with Mox and Undermountain, but I think blue-green's a lot better because it pairs with Delta. I think I am going to take Hedge Maze. It'll help if I splash Undermountain. Elves of Deep Shadow is kind of a very heavy green card, whereas Hedge Maze keeps our options open a little bit here. Haven't gotten past a ton of great green. And I think Hallowed Fountain, Unholy Heat, Commercial District, No More Lies, Dracosaur are going to go. So I think there's even a decent chance I get the elf back if I care about that. Here, there's Scion of Draco. Indotha Triumph. Pick Your Poison is also a really good card. Troll of Khazad-dûm is also quite strong. I do like Red and 6. Path to Exile is also great. Wow, this is just a really good pack. I kind of wonder if I should just take Indotha Triumph and then try to wheel Scion of Draco, because Path, Tundra, Troll are like almost locks, and then Pick Your Poison, Ren and 6, Sicarian Infiltrator. A lot of cards that could get taken over Scion of Draco here. I think I will take the Indotha Triumph here. And then follow it up with Scrubland is okay. Court of Garenbrig is a pretty strong card, but I've had mixed results with this. If you have really good green acceleration, it can be good. But even then, there's times when you play it where you're just behind and it doesn't really work that well. I might just take the Scrubland here. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then Grist Wield. Wow. Well, I will take Grist. There's also Wayfinder and Paradise Druid and Cradle in the pack, so that's all good signs, but Grist is just fantastic. Brain Freeze did come back, but I think I'm on Sylvan Library at this point. Don't need Blooming Marsh. Well, I would play Blooming Marsh. I have black and green cards, but I have a bunch of black-green lands. I have 2 already, plus it's not an actual duel with types for domain stuff, so I think I take Sylvan here. So right now I've got Delta and a bunch of fetchable lands. It's funny, red is actually the worst Mox color because I have a really good 4-color fixing mana base so far. But now there's Jetmir's Gardens. Also, Jetmir's Gardens Indotha Triumph. I guess I don't have the duel that completes either of these. It's red-blue for Indotha Triumph, and I guess black-blue for Jetmir's Garden. But I think I will take the Jetmir's Garden. Because look, Rafine, Arwen, Huatli, Prismatic Ending are all playable. So as long as, if someone just takes one of those other artifact things, I'll be happy. Here I'll just take Commercial District. And then Scion of Draco came back. Perfect. So did Path to Exile? Well, this deck I think really could use the Scion. So I'm just going to take that. I guess I'll take Court of Garenbrig here. I think I'm more likely to want Court of Garenbrig than Soul Guide Lantern, but maybe I should take Soul Guide. I don't know. Yeah, that's a close one. Here, I'm looking pretty good in terms of domain stuff. I've got 2 Surveil lands, 2 Triomes, a Scrubland, and a Delta. And I really only have black and green cards so far, so I could be doing all sorts of things. Cradle or Satyr Wayfinder. This actually looks like a kind of decent Satyr Wayfinder deck. But Cradle's a lot stronger. Let's just take the Cradle on spec. And then here, I think Timeless Dragon is going to be more useful than Wrath. And look, Arwen Weald, and I will play her too. All right, next up, we've got Seasoned Dungeoneer. There's also Library of Alexandria and Memory Lapse and Snuff Out. It's a good pack. But I'm going to take Seasoned Dungeoneer. It's really good. And the initiative cards stack really nicely because you'll like play one of these. Maybe they kill it and take initiative back, and you can just, bam, retake it with the other one. Or you play it, and then you play the second one to just unexpectedly bump up a level. So I don't like passing Library. I think it's a busted card. But I think Seasoned Dungeoneer is really good. So Hex Drinker, Library, Snuff Out, Memory Lapse, Luminarch almost assuredly get taken. So I end up with like a generous Ent on the wheel. Yeah, I mean, I will take that. This pack at least has Dismember for me. I think Dismember is excellent. I think Mawloc is also really good, but there's a chance I wheel the Mawloc because I take Dismember and someone's going to take Snapcaster, Cryptic, maybe Infernal Grasp, maybe Chromatic Star, maybe one of these white aggro cards or red aggro cards either. Also Imperial Seal is an option, but I'm going to take Dismember. And now I could take Trop because neither of these actually, what I'm trying to find is the ones that complete these. So with 1 Triumph, 1 Dual, you have all 5 colors. I don't think I care that much about Jace, but I could take Vamp. I really don't like Vamp in like the fair style decks. Inquisition. I could just take Mishra's Bauble. That card is pretty strong in general. Not sure. There's like some powerful cards here. I don't really mind passing the Vamp. I could hate the Jace, but I don't even think Jace is that good. You know what? I'm just going to take the Dual Land. I think Dual Lands are just generally good to have. And then here, Ancient Tomb looks pretty nice with Dungeoneer and Undermountain. Less good with Scion or these Planeswalkers. What else do we have? We have Thalia. This actually wouldn't be a crazy Thalia deck. Just playing a Thalia early in your all spell or all creature deck against control is pretty strong. Inti is also strong. I don't have the best red fixing in the world. Cathar Commando is good. Glissa I will wheel most likely. I actually kind of think this is a Thalia deck. Feels like I could definitely go that direction. And here I kind of like Metamorph with the 2 initiative creatures, but I guess I would hope to do a little better. There's Tishana's Tidebinder's okay. I actually really like Nature's Lore here. It's not really a combo with Thalia, but it ramps to the initiative creatures. I've got a bunch of good forests to go get, and I think I would rather have that and then just wheel one of the other cards and take whatever's there. Oh, Birds of Paradise, yeah. Oh, Birds versus Sylvan. I'll take Birds still. Birds is just, yes, I have a bunch of tap lands here, but I also have some non-tap lands, and Birds on turn 1 is just so dramatically different. Oh, Hex Drinker and Generous Ink came back. Well, I'm going to, and Luminarch. Wow. Okay, people are doing other things. That's great, because I'm going to take Hex Drinker, and I'll probably given that I can play 5 of these cards, plus Revoker is 6, I'll get something back that I want. Okay, the Cryptic didn't get taken. That's a shame, because I was hoping to get a nice wheel out of this pack. Still, I could take a Tithe Taker. I could take Infernal Grasp. Don't care about Chromatic Star. Not really a Noise Marine deck. Death Greater Champion is pretty good, but this actually looks like I could be a solid Tithe Taker deck, or I could just take Infernal Grasp. Maybe just another removal spell is going to be what this deck wants. Okay, Vamp came back. Still don't really want it. Portable Hole's okay. Gargaroth's okay. Benevolent Bodyguard's actually kind of nice with some of these things. But I think I'll just hate the Vamp here, and I don't know, I could play it. Okay, Cathar Commando came back, so Glissa did not. It's also Terra Sunder. I don't really want Vinestock. I don't want more tap lands. I could just take Cathar Commando. It's just a solid card. And then I don't really care too much about Hero of Bladehold here. I don't need now that I've taken Infernal Grasp, I don't need the Terra Sunder that much. Sanguine Evangelist looks pretty nice when playing for initiative here. And Steel Seraph came back. Yeah, I mean, I'm turning into green-white, and now there's Kosali Pride Mage, which actually I kind of think I take over Generosent. I think this is now a green-white beats deck, which is just the way these packs are broken. Yeah, that works for me. Green-white beats basically splashing Scion and Grist. And if I get any good cards in pack 3, I can splash those too. Actually, this guy's Cradle's starting to come back online. Oh, Deathgreeter's Champion is a card I might consider splashing. And you know what? I was thinking about that Benevolent Bodyguard. Okay. Going into pack 3. You know, we didn't hit great, but there's a Windswept Teeth, which I imagine is going to be the pick here. Yeah, that looks better than Marsh Flats, because Windswept Heath gets every single duel I have right now, and I'm white-green. So I'll take Windswept Heath. Oh, there's a Feywild Caretaker. No, I've got to take that. All right, that's my blue card. Feywild Caretaker, because look, the 2 fetchers are going to go. That's sad. But Currency Converter, Grief, maybe Volcanic, and then I'll get an Aragorn if I want it. Yeah, not as exciting. I mean, but I think Feywild Caretaker is definitely the pick. This pack has, wow, DT and Reanimate and Dark Ritual. There's also a Savannah I really want, but I think I can get that one back. Man, I don't really like any of these black cards that much. I guess Reanimate's probably pretty good. I have all these good things to Reanimate. Let's just take the Reanimate here. And DT, Duress, Itali, Sneak, Dark Ritual, Tar Pit, Seed Shark. Yeah, I think if Savannah doesn't come back, that would be wild. It's possible, surely. Oh, there's an Archon too. There's also a Ponder, which I do like. Brawler, I think I can get back. I'm not playing Natural Order. I could play Containment Priest in case Quinniac is the Reanimator player. I could also take Imidane's Recruiter because I think it's a pretty strong card. Or I could take a blue-white Surveil land. I don't really need a tap land anymore. I think this one's on its way out of the cube. You need a multicolored spell. I only have 3. Yeah. I mean, Ponder is a good card, but this isn't really a Ponder deck. I'd almost rather play Usher. I think I'm actually just going to take Containment Priest. Containment Priest is just an awesome card. And here there's Chrome Mox and Delighted Halfling. I think I'll just take Delighted Halfling and hope Stomping Ground comes back. Or Green Suns could actually very realistically come back. I think Delighted Halfling is really good though. Fastbond and Exploration. Oh, there's Breach for whoever has LED and Brain Freeze, but that's not me. Fastbond or Exploration, huh? Yeah, these aren't not really the deck for them. I could take the blue-white land. It's another tap land. Could also take Sarah Paragon. Sarah Paragon looks pretty good in this deck. And let's see. Will I get Urza's Bauble back? I might. I could also take Urza's Bauble and try to get the Sarah Paragon back. Yeah, that actually sounds a little bit better to me, funnily enough. Oh, Elite Spellbinder looks great here. And I don't really need Lush Portico that badly. There's also Winds of Abandon, but I have a lot of removal. Vindicate could also come back, but happy enough. And yep, Aragorn and Volcanic came back. Obviously the fetches didn't. Very sad. Do I want Volcanic or Aragorn? I mean, Aragorn seems potentially castable, but I don't know that I really want to stretch my mana for that. I think I'd rather take the Volcanic, and then if Aragorn comes back, that's fine. Savannah came back, so did Dark Ritual. Oh, wow, and Italian Sneak. Well, I'll let people do what they want with those. I'm just going to take Savannah. Brawler, Usher, and Imidane's Recruiter came back. I actually wonder if I could get a last pick Lion Sash or Usher, because I think this is looking like a really good Brawler deck. Green Suns came back, so did Stomping Ground, but I just picked up Volcanic already. So I think Green Suns, given that I have good 1-drops, good 2s, good 3s, good 4s, yeah. This is a Green Suns deck. Not getting that Stomping Ground, unfortunately. And right now I have 9, basically 10 lands. So I don't need to cut very many cards here. I think Benevolent Bodyguard can probably go. And I like most of the mana stuff I have. We'll see what our last couple cards are here, but this is a kind of interesting, basically domain green-white deck. I like it. All right, well, Colonnade came back, and I still don't really think I'm on the Fastbond train. I don't know. I could just take it. I don't really want another tap land. Maybe I just take the Fastbond, and if it's in my opening hand, like, I could have a fast draw. Vindicate and Lush Portico came back. I could probably cut Commercial District. I don't even think I want Vindicate. I think I will take Lush Portico. Oh, Aragorn came back. Okay. And Sarah Paragon didn't, but I have plenty of 4s. I don't really care too much about that. And the General. Here comes the General. All right. Let's get to deck building. This has got some work to do here. All right. Well, since the Paragon didn't wheel, I can take out Urza's Bauble. That's easy. I actually kind of think I want Deathgreeter's Champion in, but I do need to... This is 13, 14 lands. I need to cut a couple. I mean, it might just be the Deathgreeter's Champion, just because I have already a bunch of good 4s and 3s, and that would be on the splash. Oh, Mawlock didn't come back. That would have been a nice one. Do I want this fast bond? I don't think so. At the end of the day, I want Gaia's Cradle in. I have 17 creatures in my deck, and I have Grist and Sanguine Evangelist making tokens, and Feywild too, for that matter. So this is 16 lands with Nature's Lore, Birds, Delighted Halfling. Well, 15 Mox Ruby in those. If I could get another land in, I guess I wouldn't hate it, but maybe I don't need it. I've got a Green Suns on 2 that I can cast as well. I could also put in Timeless Dragon that could get black, white, red. Can't get blue, I guess, is the only thing. My mana, I think, is pretty good. So for red, I have Ruby, Delta, Volcanic, Jetmirs. So I have 4 red sources plus Nature's Lore if I need it to, and Birds. Delighted Halfling also casts Aragorn off red. And then, so I don't think I even need a, well, I have 3 different initiative cards. So I guess I would like a mountain if I could afford one, but, oh, the only red card I have is Aragorn. No, I'm not going to put a mountain in. And Scion kind of cares about that because I cut the Deathgreeter Champion, at least for now. For blue, I've got, let's see, Hedgemate. So these 4 blue sources, I'll definitely play an island. And that will be 5 blue sources for Aragorn and Feywild. Maybe Aragorn is a bit much on the double splash, especially since Volcanic doesn't help as much. So maybe that's just the last cut. Yeah, that could be it. And then for white, or for black first, because white and green are my 2 main colors. Black, I have 3 sources, plus a swamp would be 4 sources. For Reanimate, Infernal Grasp, that's it, and Grist. Yeah, and then, because it'd be 4 sources, and I'd also have, of course, Delighted Halfling, Birds, Nature's Lord does get it. And then white and green, let's see. So, not counting Cradle, green has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 already. And so let's just get some lands here. I think I want like 10 green sources if I can get there. I get to add 6. Well, what I might do is, let's see. If I had 3 green and then white, blue, black, does that give me enough white? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 white sources plus Birds and Nature's Lore. And Delighted Halfling some of the time. Yeah, that's pretty good. I only have like 6 or 7 white cards. I guess I have 8 white cards. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot, but it's not even half the deck. Okay, this looks pretty good. Oh, I guess Steel Seraph counts. And I'm not playing Timeless Dragon, but I think that card's a little slow. I guess it combos with Reanimate. I don't even know about that. I want each of the 3 basics and then 3 forests. Yeah, I think we got a deck here. All right. Falcon Eye's got kind of Esper aggro with an Animate Dead and a Bowmasters, Palace Jailer, Fracture Identity, Adeline, Chrome Mox. Pretty good mana and a bunch of good aggro cards, Time Raveler, that sort of thing. So solid deck. Has a Lion's Eye on the sideboard, which is nice because we were worried they would had the full Breach combo. They could still have Breach Brain Freeze like Lotus Petal. Samrolf has a really nice Academy deck. No power, but Academy. Good ones, Mana Drain, Memory Lapse, Arcane Denial, Time Twister, Time Spiral Upheaval. He's going to play the Exploration in the sideboard for sure. And yeah, these decks look all right. We don't have like a ton of power, and we know Charles opened something good because he passed me a Mox. But otherwise, I think we're good. Let's get to battles. All right, time for round 1. And I also ended up cutting Nature's Lore for Court of Garenbring on the advice of my team. I think that's fine. I'm on the draw here, and I think I'm going to keep this hand. I'm basically on the double draw with Hedge Maze to scry. So this is kind of like a one land. Oh, Mountain, Figure of Destiny. Okay. But if I can play a creature, then I get to get Cradle going. Unfortunately, I have to graveyard Sanguine Evangelist here. Trop means I get to go turn 2 Brawler. Ideally, I don't go turn 3 Court of Garenberg against this start. Yikes, okay. Let's just draw a black-white land here, and then we're all good. It would also be nice to draw it would have been nice to have a non-green-blue land, so my Neshoba Brawler would have been a 3/3. Wait, what? Why did we only get hit for 2 here? That's weird, but okay. Okay, let's see. It's City of Traders into Sir Ginger. Okay, the City of Traders is done. Hopefully this isn't Neshoba Brawler getting burned. Gonna give the Sir Ginger haste. Attack with both, and I think given my hand, let's see. I think I'll just block Sir Ginger. Trade, take 2, and then hope to draw a land here. Oh, Grim Lavamancer is really annoying. All right, well, this is a bit unfortunate given the circumstances. I'm at 16 still, so I'm not like just dead, but basically doing nothing on turn 3 against what looks like to be a mono-red beatdown deck is not where I want to be. Scrap Heap Scrounger, so I'm taking 2, 4, 5, 9 here. I mean, Arwen, I have a lot of cards that are great in this matchup, so once we lose this game, I can try to see if I can adjust things. All right, Delighted Halfling. So there's the mana I needed. So Arwen's indestructible. I mean, I can't pay the life here. So I think I'm just going to play Arwen and pass the turn. And then I can block the Scrounger or the Figure of Destiny and take 6. I mean, I'm pretty dead here. It doesn't really matter which one I play. Another target creature gets indestructible until end of turn. Okay. It is still indestructible, but I am also still dead. I get to block, let's see, Scrap Heap Scrounger and take 6. Yeah. All right. An unfortunate game 1. Let's see. Post board here. Benevolent Bodyguard is kind of bad against Arc Trail, but not really. You kind of break even. I wonder if the black cards are good. I mean, I think Dismember is still good. Infernal Grasp. Sylvan Library I don't really want. I think I'd rather have Bodyguard. Don't think I want Fast Bond. Timeless Dragon also could be decent. It's a little slow. Hexproof from monocolor, but not protection is unfortunate for the Captain General there. Do I want Nature's Lore in? Containment Priest is like a little bit weak, but still a creature that can block with Flash. I think I'm just going to put in the Benevolent Bodyguard. Call it a day here. I'm on the play. Let's see. What do we got? I think I'm going to keep this hand because I've got 2 Surveil lands. So if I can find a play to make on turn 3, my turn 4 and 5 plays are really fantastic. All right. Oh, Green Sun's perfect. That's exactly what I need because now I get to go Green Suns for Birds of Paradise into cast initiative creatures. Figure of Destiny. All right. I mean, look, if Charles kills my birds, then that is unfortunate, but at least it uses his turn 2. So I think that is totally acceptable. Because now I get to go Seasoned Dungeoneer, get a swamp into Feywild, and hope that that works out. Okay. Gut True Soul Zealot. Dear Lord. All right. Turn 2 attacking with Gut and not even having to sack. All right. I guess I lose. I was going to take Court of Garenbrig out on the draw, but I guess we're not even going to get there. Okay. I mean, I'll play this. I'll get a swamp, but turn 2 Gut, huh? I mean, Feywild Caretaker is decent at finding blockers, but especially if he's just going to play another card here. No, he didn't play anything. He's going to sack the Figure of Destiny. I'm going to take 8 here. And then next turn, I can reanimate the Figure of Destiny. That doesn't really do much. I can Feywild Caretaker. I'll have 3 blockers. And this is like assuming he plays nothing. Well, I guess he did play nothing. If I Neshoba and reanimate Figure, I'll have 4 blockers, but I'll be good 6. All right, I'm gonna attack with the seasoned engineer. I don't think I can get away from doing that. All right, and let's go ahead and I think I'm just gonna go to the Lost Well here. Oh, wow. These are both pretty good. Bottom. I'll put Steel Seraph on the top. Oh, I can go Feywild Caretaker and reanimate here. Because I can reanimate Figure of Destiny for a black. Go to 6. All right. I mean, look, Charles didn't have anything to play with 4 mana last turn. If you can't cast anything here, then I'm not dead. I don't love my position, but I'm not dead. Because now I go block, block, go to 2. I mean, if he just has a burn spell, he just has a burn spell. He can go to the Forge, and I have to make sure he doesn't get initiative again next turn. Oh, no, he's going to Scry. Okay. Because, I mean, I do get to lifelink here. He's got no plays. Wow, I thought I was just dead, but maybe I'm not. I'll prototype the Steel Seraph. He's not going to Forge anyway. Lifelink on the Seasoned Engineer. And I think I attack with this. I would like to hit non-land, but I guess it doesn't matter that much. I'm going to get an Idiot. And then I'm going to play Neshoba Brawler, play Hedge Maze, Graveyard, and get another Idiot. And now I'm at 5. I didn't think it was possible to win this game, but he just cast no spells. I mean, he had the perfect draw, right, of the start. Uh-oh. Plains is another color. That could be bad. Turn 2 attacking and getting a Gut token, and to turn 3 attack, get a Gut token is almost unbeatable. But then he just had no spells for the next few turns, and I was making good plays myself. Now I think I'm going to win. I'm going to get to go to Throne of the Dead 3 next turn. My Steel Seraph is going to be able to give lifelink to my Neshoba Brawler. Okay, I don't know what's going on here, but I'll block with these 2, I guess. Okay, they all die. And didn't do anything else. Okay. Let's go to Throne of the Dead 3 into... I mean, it could be Benevolent Bodyguard. It could be Elite Spellbinder. Yeah, I kind of like Elite Spellbinder here. That'll give me the information I need to make plays. Okay. Didn't think I had a chance, but we got that game. Pretty unbelievable, but I guess I'll take it. Court of Garenbrig I want out. I don't really want Nature's Lore. I could just put in Aragorn. It's a little difficult to cast, but it's so good against Mono Red, so I think I'm just going to try that and hope that the stars line up that I can cast it. I just don't think Court of Garenbrig does anything. It's only good in games I'm already winning. All right, can I get a Mox Ruby? I guess I should have asked for a land at all. It's a shame. Dismember and Birds are 2 of the cards I would like to see in my opener, but Yeah, I mean, I guess I got to keep this. I think I'm just going to put Infernal Grasp back. I really need to draw a Mox or a 2-drop here. Oh, Library is actually not so bad for me. I think I can play Hedge Maze because then I can maybe find a green 1-drop. I don't actually want Volcanic. Yeah. I think that's not going to help me here. Library could mean that he's got a, like he proceeds a bit slower. I mean, it's going to mean he's going to go slower. If he has a 1-drop here, it's kind of annoying still. Okay, it doesn't. Oh, Hex Drinker. There we go. I mean, any play I can make here is really nice. And then next turn, I can go Elite Spellbinder. I mean, I could have kept Volcanic on top because I wanted a 4th land, but I did really want something to play, so sure. I don't really care too much about the Revoker here. Unfortunately, Elite Spellbinder's not taking him off Library. That'd be nice. Oh, and Dotha Triumph. All right, let's... Look, if I have to, I'll go Spellbinder into Arwen, but I think Spellbindering first is the play. Reckless Stormseeker, Inferno Titan. I think I just take Inferno Titan because I really don't want that one getting cast. And then I guess I'll just pass. I don't really think there's a good reason to trade here. So Inferno Titan's out. It's going to draw and play land plus Stormseeker. Or land plus Metamorph. Oh, Mana Crypt. Okay. That is unfortunate. He's going to Metamorph the Elite Spellbinder. That is annoying, but I've got basically 2 3-drops and a 4-drop, so I think it's okay. But I'm going to lose this game pretty bad to Library Mana Crypt here. Because, I mean, in 2 turns, you can still just cast Inferno Titan, and I'm not beating that. Draw. Oh, Quasali Pridemage is kind of nice. So he's got a bunch of lands. I could... The problem is if I Pridemage anything but Mana Crypt, then Inferno Titan comes down pretty soon here. He's off Library. I guess I just hope that he's got not a whole lot else. Play the Triumph. I think I'm just going to blow up. Actually, I'm going to blow up the Mana Crypt on upkeep. Maybe he'll take 3 damage. I don't think he can use the mana very well. I think it's fine. Okay. I don't want him to be able to use the mana this turn. All right. And lost the flip. Look at that. Free real estate. And then hope to win with Arwen plus Steel Seraph, which seems pretty doable. I don't know. He's got a Stormseeker in hand. I've got a Seasoned Engineer at some point I could also play. Okay. Get to know my top card. I mean, I'm happy to trade Hex Drinker for any of his creatures. If he has Arc Trail, it would just be such a beat. All right, it's going to discard a land to the Scrapwork Mutt. Play the Stormseeker. 1 card left. Haste up the Scrapwork Mutt and attack with everything. All right, well, let's go Hex Drinker on Scrounger, trade Spellbinders, I think. Or it's possible... I think I'm actually going to take a little bit of damage here because I want to play Arwen and have a good target for that. Oh, Bauble. Trigger goes off. All right. Yeah. I mean, Swamp's not that bad because it gets me to 6 mana for Seasoned Engineer. And then now I can pass, and he can't really attack all that well. 2 land away from Inferno Titan, so I gotta have my ducks in a row before then. Oh man, what is this? More Dracosaur? Alright, I guess I lose. I just can't beat another expensive card here. If I draw like Infernal Grasp or Dismembered and like maybe... do I want to block? This would give... +1/+1. I think I probably should. And then put a +1/+1 and lifelink counter on that and make it indestructible. I basically gain like 10 life by blocking here, which I think is worth it. All right, removal. No. Let's get Scrubland, and I can play Seasoned Dungeoneer or I can play Steel Seraph. Is it 15? If I Steel Seraph, I can give Flying to Arwen and attack with both. I think that's probably better. I don't think playing Dungeoneer really works out great for me here. All right. It's a 5/4. All right. Flying. Send. They're both flying lifelink. Their Spellbinder can trade for mine or trade for Arwen. I don't really care too much. All right. And then I go to 21. Charles goes down to 11, and then the Boneheart Draxor takes over the game. But, you know, other than that, Grim Lavamancer, Arc Trail, yeah. And this is, oh, this is even just casting Inferno Titan. Hit 5. All right. That is enough. I'll let the Inferno Titan go on the stack, and then we are down 0-1. All right, tough round 1. On to round 2, playing against Quinniac, who is on Reanimator. Took Lutri and then took all the reanimation cards. Oh, this is a nice hand. See, this is a really good one. On the play, too. Turn 1, Delighted Halfling into Thalia plus Hexdrinker. That's a beatdown. Or an attempted beatdown. Something's getting cast here. Oh, Concealing Curtains. That doesn't actually stop me from enacting the plan I want. So let's go Thalia, Hexdrinker, and then next turn, I might just start pumping Hexdrinker, to be honest. Inti, huh? All right. Inti's pretty good. Let's go Hexdrinker up. And I'm just going to attack for 4 here. If Quinniac wants to get in there with Concealing Curtains and or Inti, that's fine. Yeah, it looks like Inti. Going to have to discard so it doesn't lose to Thalia, of course. Let's see. Exile Archon. Exiled Swamp. Dang. Would have been nice if it was an uncastable. And Rotting Regisaur. Reginaldo. All right, well, I'm just going to go up the ladder here with Hexdrinker. And I think I just send. Regisaur Inti is kind of a beating, but I can't even block the Regisaur that effectively with Hexdrinker. So I think I'd rather do this and hope I can find something this turn that maybe turns the tide a little bit, because I'm going to take, well, we'll see. I guess Concealing Curtains is getting flipped here is probably what it's looking like. All right. And Mana Vault got exiled and is just not going to get played. Yeah, Quinn unsurprisingly doesn't even take the Sylvan here. Oh, attacking with Inti. Interesting. All right. Discard. Regisaur has trample. So if I just take it, I take 14 down to 3, and I attack for 9. So if I draw a way to deal an extra point of damage, like I'd have to draw like Arwen. Hold on, let me see what my outs are to deal extra damage. I think it is honestly just Arwen. Okay. Given that that's the case, I could also draw Infernal Grasp. I think what I'm going to do is double block Inti. I take 11 down to 6, but what I get in return is that if I draw a chump blocker, I can chump block the Regisaur, and because it no longer has trample. Now the Mana Vault gets to be cast, sure. Guess I'll cycle Jetmir's Garden here. Oh, Cathar Commando. That's pretty nice. All right. I'm just going to attack then and hope that the Cathar Commando can chump the Regisaur, and I'm not going to win the game. Quinniac discards a Swamp. Has to have an instant speed way to kill Cathar Commando is what's going to lose me the game here, but hopefully that's not the case. Let's go Cathar Commando. No! Through the breach. Oh. Through the breach, nothing. Whew. Okay. What a game. That was a sick game. Battling against a Reanimator deck. I mean, I have Containment Priest, so I really hope I draw that one. Maybe I want Death Greeter's Champion. Maybe I want Benevolent Bodyguard. I mean, most of the games I don't think Quinn's going to be quite that aggressive. I might put in Vamp just because I'm playing against Reanimator deck. Like, having a way to Vamp for Containment Priest or something is pretty good. I'll take Court of Garenbrig out, and we'll see how this goes. All right, game 2. Ooh, we've drawn our Mox, and I have Arwen. Arwen's a really nice card if you're white-green aggro, which you're not doing that often, but when you are, it's awesome. All right, keep this. I'm going to go turn 1 Halfling, turn 2 Underground Adventure is my plan here. Let's hope Quinn doesn't have a removal spell. No. That looks like a removal spell. Oh, it's a troll. Okay. I mean, a reanimated troll on turn 2 would be pretty good. I hope that's not the case, but oh, Demonic Tutor. All right. I mean, obviously that could be a bad thing in many ways, but I'm just going to play Underground Adventure here and get a swamp. And then now I have everything but blue, but I have a black card in hand, so of course I should get swamp. And then next turn I can play, looks like we're going to see a Archon getting reanimated here, most likely. Basically, if Quinn has 2 of Archon reanimate discard outlet, he could have tutored for the 3rd. Could also be just tutoring for Bazaar with an animate in hand and hoping to hit something better than Troll. I don't know. There's a lot of different possibilities here. Can I beat an Atali? Maybe. I mean, it is possible. Let's see what gets hit. Collective Brutality and Grist. I don't think I'm going to beat that very easily. But again, it is possible. Because Collective Brutality is going to take out Halfling and Infernal Grasp. And then Grist, I guess, just makes a 1/1. Yeah, it's such a beating taking my Infernal Grasp too. And then Grist makes a 1/1. And then I'm going to get to Scry here. Certainly not doing anything else. Scry into Thalia and Steel Seraph. None of these look good, actually, so let's just put them both on the bottom. I mean, Seasoned Engineer is not terrible. And I get to go to the stash and then make an Arwen as well. But then next turn I would lose 2 things. Or I'd lose the initiative and Atali hits me. Yeah, I think... Because I can also attack... Oh, I can attack then. Because this is a warrior. Yeah, I'll go to stash. Oh yeah, this actually works kind of nicely. Because now I get to attack Grist. Oh, and I hit Containment Priest. That's a little late on that, I think. And then Grist dies. And then I even have a Cathar Commando to play if I want. Or I could just play Arwen. I'm just not gonna double block Atali, so I think I'm just gonna play Arwen here. And then pass. I mean, I can block Atali with Arwen just to take 2 less damage. Quinn will get to go to the Undercity. He will get the initiative, but I'll be able to take it back on my turn. And I actually have a pretty significant squad in play. Containment Priest seemed too slow, because if he has another animate, he'll cast it this turn. Gets a swamp, plays a swamp, uses Bazaar, goes down to 3 cards in hand. If he animates another big thing, I do lose. If he has a removal spell, it's not great for me, but I mean, the game is not over by any stretch. Obviously, Quinn kind of has, well, both the initiative in terms of the actual sense he has the initiative, but also he basically gets a turn here to break the game open. If his turn is good here, he's going to be far ahead. Post-combat broadside bombardiers. Okay. From the Catacombs is annoying, but at least I have a couple turns to deal with that. Bombardiers is pretty annoying given how much life I'm at. I guess, is it 20? I'm going to get a 4-1 out of this. I'm going to attack with these. And let's go ahead and give this, ooh, put reanimate into my graveyard. I think no. Chump and take 8. I get a 4-1. I'm going to get to do some decent blocks on my turn. And then play a Nishoba Brawler and play a land. Pass the turn. And let's see what we got here. I actually feel like I'm doing all right. I mean, Arwen giving the Undermount Adventure +1/+1 and indestructible this turn means the Atali attack isn't even great. I can double block broadside bombardiers. Like, we'll see what happens here. What I think I do, assuming Quinn doesn't play something before attacks, he's got a 9-point Atali throw, but he has to attack with the bombardiers if he wants to do that. If he attacks with just Atali, I think, how do I block here? I think I just block with Undermount Adventure and Arwen. And then if he tries to kill the adventurer, or I think if he passes, I just pass. Because I'm just trading those straight up, and I still have my Arwen activation. Oh, he had a Mox from the Catacombs on Atali. And now he's going to hit Reanimate. That Mox got me good. Wow. I guess keeping yeah, that was my concern with killing Atali. I guess keeping Containment Priest would have worked out, but all right. So he gets the initiative and then gets to Atali. Oh, he really didn't. I'm surprised he didn't lost well, given he's about to Atali here. All right. What do we hit? Necromancy and Reanimate? Okay. Oh, this could actually work out okay. Because he's going to Necromancy, and he might not Reanimate the Undermount Adventurer, because that costs 4 life. He might Necromancy it, in which case I get to Cathar Commando to stop it from coming to play if I want. Though it's also not going to come... I think this... I don't know. It's not supposed to go away end of turn, but I think it does. It's kind of weird when you cast it off like an Atali or a Shelldock or that sort of thing. Necromancy the Grist. Okay, or Reanimate the Grist. Necromancy. Undermount Adventurer. So that would trap me down to 10. All right, I guess so. And because they already have the initiative trap, I go to 10. I mean, this is a close game still, like even after getting Atali'd twice. Because this, I think they will sacrifice it here. Gets to -2 Grist if he wants. All right, it's just going to make a token. All right, and pass the turn. So yeah, Necromancy gets sacrificed because it was cast. Well, it couldn't cast an instant. I don't know that one's necessarily right, but this is how Magic Online does it at the time being. All right, so Necromancy goes away, and then I am going to cast Cathar Commando here. And next turn, what do I do? I mean, I am going to get to... I think I just have to take the initiative. So I think I'm just going to attack with Seasoned Dungeoneer and take the initiative and then kind of see where I go from there. Because because I get to hit Throne of the Dead 3. And then if I put something really good into play, I don't know, that could be pretty good. All right, Necromancy out. And I don't think, oh, Elite Spellbinder, that would have been good earlier. Don't think I need to sack Cathar Commando here. And what do I want to attack with? Because I could also, this also triggers on, doesn't trigger on soldiers. It triggers on Rogue, Wizard, or Warrior, and the Shoba Brawler is a Cat Warrior. Kind of think I just do it like this. Birds of Paradise. Yeah, I'll put that in my graveyard. I don't want to hit that off Throne of the Dead 3 here. Okay. What do we got? What do we got? Scion of Draco, Hex Drinker, Feywild Caretaker. Yeah, it's got to be Feywild Caretaker. Take the initiative again. And I guess I just get the island now. And then play an Elite Spellbinder. This is just a land in hand. Oh, it's Breach. What did he draw off of? Am I missing? Oh, he drew off of... No, he didn't draw off of that. Oh, I don't know. I guess he just had an extra card in hand. And I guess I'll just play my land. And I think past the turn, I get a 1/1 token. So now, I mean, we're close to just dying to Bombardiers, but we're not obviously there yet. Itali's going to attack, and I'm going to have to block such that I don't take any damage, I think. He's got From the Catacombs still. Yeah. Oh, I guess it's already gone to Trap, which is nice. He can From the Catacombs back Under Mountain Adventurer or Troll of Khazad-dûm right now. He's already plus Gris, so you can't minus it this turn. Next turn, I have lethal. Yeah, with if Seasoned Dungeoneer and Feywild Caretaker live alongside like an Elite Spellbinder, I have lethal. I do have to watch out for Bombardiers. I'm at 10, Itali throws for 9, so I go to 1. But I do have some good lifelink capabilities, so alright. Let's do some blocking. And Feywild is hexproof. That's actually kind of nice too. It means I can guaranteed get the Arwen indestructible thing off. So, I mean, let's go to blocks. That's fine. I think I go Dungeoneer plus Fairy token here. And I'm going to want the Feywild Caretaker to block the Itali. And I can block with Cathar Commando as well. And then I can put Arwen here. So what happens if I do this? If Quinn passes, I just pass. I take 1 down to 9. Itali and these die. This lives. This lives. Quinn's at 8. And I have 3... This Cleric? 7, 8. I mean, I guess the... Oh, and the Arwen can still give +1/+1. So this is 3, 6, 7 points of damage in the air. Alternately, I could also block like this. And he just throws the Itali at me. And I go to 1, and then the insect would be lethal. Except then, if he does that, then I Arwen the Seasoned Dungeoneer and gain a bunch of life. And if you just and then these all live too. No, because I don't want Itali to die. Because if Itali dies, he gets to From the Catacombs the Itali. So if I block like this. No, if he From the Catacombs. Well, actually, what if I block, kind of crazy, but what if I block like this, or actually, even better, what if I block like this, and then I go to 1, if he passes, I just go to 1, and if he gets back Bombardiers, I don't die, none of these things deal damage right away, and I have way more than lethal, and if he throws anything at me, I just make the Feywild into a lifelinker. And then Atali doesn't die. I guess he can minus Grist to kill it. No, he's already plussed Grist. Wow. Oh, looking for Archon, right, with the mill. I mean, I think this actually works out. And if he gets another step of the initiative, that doesn't matter either. All right. I'll block like that. Kind of a strange spot, but also the Bombardiers is the one creature that can't be removed before damage. So I get to do massive lifelink. So do I want a lifelink here? If I try to lifelink, no, I mean, I think this is fine. I go to 1. If he does anything, he sacks. If he sacks if I do anything and then he sacks Atali and then brings it back, that seems kind of bad for me. Goes to 1, and then I have a lot of stuff in play. I mean, oh, he gets to Throne of the Dead 3 here. Ooh. Oh, I guess that was the issue. But if I kill Atali, then it's pretty bad for me. I guess Throne into Archon kills me. Yeah, no, that wasn't the right block then. It's a tough one. From the Catacombs, getting the extra initiative got me pretty good. I guess there's no way for him not to have Archon here. Yeah. He could have already done that. Yeah, I guess there was not really a great way out of that one way or another. Archon and yeah. All right, let's go to game 3, I guess. Yeah, From the Catacombs got me pretty good. On the play, do I want Nature's Lore? Do I want Fast Bond? Benevolent Bodyguard? Death Greeter's Champion's kind of nice, but no, I feel like this is a good setup. All right, on the play, let's see what we got. Let's see if we can have a fast one. Yeah, I don't think I can mulligan this. This is a turn 2 brawler that is going to be a 5/5 here soon. Yeah, I don't need an island. Or 5/3 rather. Because I get to go volcanic. Oh, man. Okay. All right. Hit one of my 2 spells. That is unfortunate, but you know, what can you do? Volcanic into a brawler, and then next turn I can go Hex Drinker and then Cradle, level it up to 3. Yeah, this is a pretty good sequence. Let's hope Quinn doesn't have anything too great. Okay, Inti's acceptable. It's not the best. Hex Drinker. Level it up. Level it up. Level it up. And then now the brawler can still hit just for 4, but it'll be 5 next turn. And I'll get to, and the Hex Drinker can block the Inti, or at least I'll try to. I mean, maybe he just has to discard Archon or whatever. Oh, that's not even an Archon. Okay. Exiles a swamp. Yeah, I mean, I'll block. I don't really know what's going on here. Is this like a Toxic Deluge or something? Or Collective Brutality? It looks like Collective Brutality. That's fine. I don't really think I can just let Inti run rampant here. All right, attack for 5, and now I've got all the colors. I've got plenty of mana. If I draw any castable, I'm feeling pretty good. Hopefully Quinn doesn't have Through the Breach. Oh, put Lutri in hand. Yeah, that's acceptable. Let's cycle like this. It's probably fine. Into Grist. Nice. Let's go land. Grist. +1 Grist. Hit for 6 down to 5. All right. I mean, no creatures in graveyard. So a reanimation spell doesn't necessarily do it. This Neshoba Brawler is just bringing the beats here. All right. Necromancy on Arwen. All right. And then has Lutri to play. And I drew a land. I mean, I just have to attack with the Brawler, I think. I don't think Okay, so we're just going to trade here. Well, trading is fine because the Arwen is very good, you know, at giving stats here. And then I can't kill it still, so +1. That would have been a really good one to draw. All right. Well, on the plus side, I have a Grist ultimate win here next turn, and Quinn can get lifelink if he attacks with Arwen and removes the counter, but it needs another creature in play in order for that to be a legal maneuver. Remove another target creature. So Goryo's Vengeancing the Inti. All right. Discarding a land probably. All right, what you got? Exiled and Entomb. Well, used Goryo's Vengeance and Reanimate, so hopefully that's not too bad for me. And I guess I'm just going to put an Insect on that and then an Insect on Arwen. And then Quinn's going to need to use the Arwen or die, so now it gets to Entomb. I guess maybe blocking with the Insect didn't matter too much. I don't know. Okay, Inti goes away. Grist still survives. Oh, Reanimate. Oh, he Entombed from the Catacombs, right. All right, well, I guess I'm going to Reanimate the Steel Seraph, I think. And then give Delighted Halfling lifelink. Attack with Delighted Halfling. And I don't want Arwen to die, so it's +1. Oh, I guess I should have actually done this before reanimating, but that's all right. Yeah, I'm not going to beat from the Catacombs, I don't think. Once again. It's just, I don't know, it's pretty hard to... I mean, I guess I could have gotten Hex Drinker, but Steel Seraph is going to do a comparable amount of damage while also gaining me life. I could also -2 Grist at some point to kill something here. I guess he only gets 1 Catacombs for now, and then I get to take the initiative next turn with my Steel Seraph. Though I guess he can Catacombs Cathar Commando. Milling that with Grist was really awkward, but what can you do? The answer is lose every round you play. That's what you can do. Let's see where this Catacombs goes. The biggest thing I could have done different this game is not blocked Inti with Hex Drinker, but I just didn't feel like that was a winning maneuver. I don't know. Letting Inti just do its thing every turn seems kind of bad. Yep, here's Cathar Commando. Okay, well, how's this going to shake out? Cathar Commando is going to trade for Steel Seraph, and then hopefully Quinn doesn't have another play here. I'm going to draw some action. Oh, that's action, all right. All right, so I'm going to go to my attack step here. Okay, I'm going to give Delighted Halfling flying. I'm going to send with both. Yeah, Quinn's going to kill the Steel Seraph. I'm going to get the initiative. And get a forest. And play plains. And play a Feywild Caretaker. Going to get the initiative again. Do I want Forge or Lost Well here? Because I think I'm going to Grist, sack Delighted Halfling, kill Arwen. And that'll leave 3 other cards with Catacombs, so not enough to flash it back. Forge puts me at lethal next turn. I think Forge is going to be better. -2. Sack Delighted Halfling, kill Arwen. Because no longer has Indestructible. Pass the turn. All right. And then now I have 6. Oh, I guess I'm 1 short of lethal, sorry. Blood Fountain. Okay, that doesn't quite get you to From the Catacombs. It's very close. But now there's 4 cards to exile. You can sack Blood Fountain to get back Lutri, but that's not the end of the world. All right, no plays. Let's trap. Put Quinn down to 8 here. Plus, why need Lost Well? I'm just going to draw gas anyway. Kind of. Let's cast Thalia here. +1 Grist. I can't really mill any creature that's a lot better than what I already have in play, I don't think. Hit for 6, down to 2, and then now end of turn I get another token, and Quinn's probably going to use Blood Fountain. Could use Blood Fountain and not get Lutri back, but there's nothing that will be that good to From the Catacombs that it's worth doing that, I don't think. All right. Big turn here. It's going to take a lot to get out of this, but a Through the Breach Reanimate deck could do that. 6 mana? What is this? Okay, we're casting Through the Breach. Oh, Thalia meant Quinn couldn't Lutri it. That's, although I don't know if that would have been good. Okay, here we go. Itali. Would we hit Turok and Underground Adventurer? Okay. Turok's fine. I kind of feel like I'm still fine here. Am I wrong? I mean, Quinn goes to Forge now. And then his last card is Lutri. Forge goes to Itali. Itali does 14 to me if it hits with Trap. And yeah, whew, 1-1. What a grind. All right, time for round 3. Oh, battle against Mac. I love playing against Mac. I love teaming with Mac, but playing with him against him is also fun. He's playing like another kind of green mid-range deck, kind of like mine. I'm going to mulligan this hand. Probably I'm going to keep this hand. What do I put back? Funnily enough, I actually think it's Polluted Delta, because this is a pretty good Gaia's Cradle hand here. Scrubland. You know what? I'm going to put this in my graveyard. Yeah. Feywild Caretaker can get me my swamp. I'm just going to assume Kosali Pridemage doesn't die. And then cast Sanguine Evangelist and then cast a Feywild Caretaker. Oh, come on, Mac. Why you got to do me like that? Turn 1... Okay, turn 1 Garruk is fine, but... You know... There's a lot that's scarier than turn 1 Garruk. Let's just put it that way. All right. Kosali Pridemage. Pass the turn. I mean, if you ramp something else out. Oh, getting my Sanguine Evangelist is big. Okay. Need to redraw here. Time to draw another cheap creature. Or a white source. If I draw planes and I can play Steel Seraph, that would be awesome. Keeping the Scrubland on top would have worked out better, as it turns out. But he doesn't have tons of interaction, so I just wanted to optimize for a pretty good curve here. Let's see. Untap those lands. Oh, and Thoughtseize. Okay. Well, in that case, keeping the land wouldn't have even been that great. But, oof. All right. What are we hoping for here? I don't know. A cheap creature is okay. I guess I'll play Volcanic and pass the turn. With Cradle in hand, I really don't want to trade Kosali Pridemage for a Garruk token. Turn 1 Garruk, turn 2 double discard is kind of a lot. All right. Action. All right, well. Feywild Caretaker's still pretty good here. Assuming he doesn't have anything, I get to go Feywild Caretaker, make a token. He has 3 beasts in play. He attacks me with all 3. Sharp-Eyed Rookie. Mac. Sequencing, young Macklemore. That would have at some point been good, but I guess I'll go get my swamp now. Okay. Well, Grist is a nice one for next turn at least. All right, let's make a token. And if Feywild Caretaker stays in play, I think I have a shot. If this is Feywild Caretaker dying, then I would not expect to win much from this position. Yeah. Now I think I'm just dead. Some amount of them come in here. I'm just going to take it all. Draw a Grist. I can attack, kill Garruk. I can get the initiative. All right. Well, there we go. I lost to a turn 1 Lotus, as one does. And I guess I could put in Timeless Dragon. It's kind of nice against all the discard, and Containment Priest isn't amazing. Deathgreater's Champion is a good card. Maybe I'll put in Court of Garenbrig on the play and Deathgreater on the draw. All right. Turn 1 Lotus, huh? Can I get my... Oh. This is my great hand. I was going to say my Mox, but I mean, this is still turn 1 Birds, turn 2 Sanguine, turn 3 Dungeoneer. Or if I miss completely on lands, I can go cycle Timeless Dragon, play Sylvan. Blooming Marsh. And a Mox Sapphire, okay. And to pick your poison on my birds. All right. Guess I'll just play Sylvan here. Pass the turn. Snapcaster, pick your poison. Wow, what a card. What a card, huh? Well, the good news for me is that I didn't really need all of that to have a good draw. Let's just play the Evangelist, and if I draw a land, I can play Seasoned Dungeoneer. Ooh, and Cleric. Dungeoneer actually pumps that, which is nice. Land would be really nice. Otherwise, I'll cycle Pride Mage. All right, or cycle, and then let's just get Savannah, I guess. Play Quasali Pride Mage. And I think I'm just going to Battle Cry or Exalted, just attack with the bat. I don't really think I need to attack with Sanguine Evangelist here, especially because it works with Dungeoneer. All right, I have 2 initiative creatures in hand, so I feel like that's pretty good. Oh, Lorien Revealed? I mean, Lorien Revealed's fine. Thoughtseize me? Oh, Inquisition me? Nice Inquisition, bro. Thoughtseize would have been a lot better because they could have taken the Dungeoneer and hoped I didn't draw a land. Instead, I'm going to go Dungeoneer. No mountain to get, but I'll get Forest, Plains. Sure, I'll get a Plains. Why not? And then I could play Hedge Maze, but I kind of don't want to do that. I think I'm going to attack. I guess I could just attack with the Sanguine Evangelist because of Exalted. And then, oh, I guess Battle Cry. Oh, no, Battle Cry would have been better. But then I have an extra blocker, so that's fine too. Play the Volcanic and then Pride Mage the Mox. I just think like reducing his mana supply is for the best. Yeah, actually, attacking with the bat would have been crazy because I'm sacking Pride Mage. All right, on to the next game. Maybe he won't have a piece of power on turn 1 this time. I'm going to take Court of Garenbrig out on the draw and put in Deathgreater's Champion. I feel like that card could do some work. All right. Battling here. And yeah, I've got to keep this hand. This hand needs a Mox Ruby pretty badly. Well, at least he didn't open on Lotus. Yeah, he did not. Let's go Triumph. I could play Portico, but I would rather just see if I draw a land next turn or not. And then turn 2. I think, I'm going to play the Forest. I'm just deciding whether I play Neshoba Brawler or Cathar Commando. I think I'm just going to Cathar Commando and block Sharp-Eyed Rookie before it gets out of control. or try to. And then next turn I can play the Brawler, or I can play Grist. We'll see what he plays, and if I draw an untapped land. Okay, I did not draw an untapped land, so... Oh, actually, I think now I'm actually going to Green Suns for one. Get my bird. Yeah, bird's good. And then play Portico, because I drew Feywild Caretaker. Oh, Volcanic, perfect. Now, I can slam a Caretaker if the bird doesn't die. If it does die, then so be it. Pick your poison, yeah. I did think about that, but I couldn't get Delighted Halfling because I didn't have blue, so it wouldn't really make too much sense. I think I'm going to go Grist here, because I can also play Hex Drinker. Oh, Subtlety. I'll put Grist on the bottom. I've got way too much action to want to keep that. Dark Confidant. All right, one card left in hand. All right, land for Caretaker goes a long way here. Oh, that was actually kind of nice because I could even hit my land drop still. All right, Caretaker. And I guess we'll get Plains. And then play it, pump the Hex Drinker once, and then pass the turn. And Bob, what'd you reveal? Inquisition of Kozilek, sure. I mean, Evangelist is better than Neshoba Brawler, but that's fine. So he could attack with all three and try to prompt me to block with Hex Drinker, but that's not going to be good. If he can kill my Feywild Caretaker, I'm not liking where things are at. Oh, it's just going to get pick your poison to kill my flyer. Okay, that's cute. If I draw a land here, then my Hex Drinker can take back the initiative. So I guess I just hope I draw a land. All right, let's go. Oh, he's got a Sylvan Caretaker. Land. Oh, Gaia's Cradle. So let's see. If I cast 1, 2, 3. If I cast the... No. Oh, I do have enough. If I cast Brawler, I'll have 4, 7. So, wow. I drew a land that also let me cast the Brawler here. That was amazing. All right. And then I'm going to get to go all the way up with Hex Drinker. Send. Get the initiative. And I'm going to have a flyer. I'm going to go to Forge here. I'm going to put Forge on the Brawler. I can't put it on the Hex Drinker, funnily enough. And now I have a flyer, so I have the way to stop his stuff. He got a Cryptic Coat. That's not going to really do... It doesn't really matter. Like, Hex Drinker plus Trap is enough to do it, so he needs a way to stop the Hex Drinker, basically. He can hit me and get an attack through, but Hex Drinker plus Initiative is gonna get the job done. Whew. It's a close one, but I think I got Mr. Macklemore here. All right, Cryptic Code, I guess, hoping to maybe disguise something that is relevant when you flip it up. I don't really know what he could hit here that matters. Cradle letting me cast Brawler was a cute touch, but even without that, just a land to Hex Drinker and smash, especially given that Bob revealed a little bit of damage. Oof. And we got the 2-1, though Mr. Samuel Rolfe 0-3'd, so unfortunately we did not win the draft. Still, I thought this deck was pretty good. I liked how it played out. This is kind of how I like my green decks to look, though. Court of Garenbrig's still kind of on my list of like win more little dubious cards. I want to call out some outstanding cards. Arwen is fantastic if you can afford, or if you can just... Basically, she requires you to be in green and white and have a lot of creatures, which isn't like the most challenging, but you're not always in green and white. And then I really like Sanguine Evangelist as well. Hex Drinker continues to perform, and the trio of initiative creatures was awesome, and they stacked really well. Also, the fact that Dungeoneer triggers off either of these attacking is a pretty nice little touch. And I had like a little bit of removal, the random reanimate, plus a really good mana base. This is kind of how I like my domain aggro decks to look like. And even though I didn't really cast Scion of Draco, Brawler did good work one game too. All right, that'll do it for today. As always, I appreciate you hanging out with me as we draft green-white aggro. And you know what? I'll be back tomorrow with another cube draft, and I hope to see you there. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.